Maybe.
Maybe. Give it time. It ain't turned red yet. Give it time. There we go. Now, we are here.
Good evening, everybody. It's Danny and Wanda from Deep South Homestead.
Yeah.
All right, I got to do a pop-out chat.
Yeah, let Ms. Wanda pull everything up tonight. She's... Nope. Nope.
What do I do?
Minimize. Minimize. Not no. Minimize. Minimize. There we go.
Yo, this is gonna be fun already.
I usually do this, but I'm letting her do it tonight. She wants to do it. Okay.
All right, now I got to move this over because we in our chat just a little bit. All right, how's that?
That looks good.
People got their popcorn and ready. All right, what do y'all think of the first picture? Just because, just asking.
The Gothic picture of Deep South Homestead.
Danny and I posed for this picture for a guy, what, 3-4 years ago?
That's been a few years
About
ago.
4
that's
or 5
for sure.
years ago.
The wintertime on top of that.
Yeah, you can tell by the trees at the house and everything.
Grass is all dead everywhere. No leaves anywhere.
And this was the first picture. We changed clothes. And this is the second picture. This is the new Gothic, y'all.
Yeah.
Somebody saying no picture. Oh, we'll be there in a minute. I just had the Gothic picture up. I guess y'all were wondering why you didn't see us. But I'm putting pictures up.
Yeah.
So this is the new Gothic, just for those that have never seen a new Gothic picture of us. This is it. All right, guys. So,
hello, everybody. This is Danny and Wanda from Deep South Homestead.
Already. Yeah. I've already messed up tonight because I told them the day we met was April 13th, and I had to go back and take that down and tell them it was April the 6th because we actually met on the 6th in 2013.
Yeah.
We married July 19th. I usually get it wrong every time, so y'all.
This is one time that the guy doesn't get it wrong. She does.
I always get it wrong. But July 19th is when we married. And then Danny's birthday is the 24th of July. So tonight, because we will not be live again before his birthday, I don't think. I think the next Saturday is the 25th or 6th. Something like that, isn't it?
I don't know. At my age, I don't even keep up with birthdays anymore.
So we're going to combine it all into one and just have a fun time tonight. And I've spent a while today doing this. I've got a whole bunch of pictures. And when I put the picture up, I want you to look at the picture and in the chat, tell me what you see. It'll be me and Danny. But either tell me where we're at on the property, what you remember about a video we did with that, or what plants in the background, if you see a plant you recognize, or if we're at a place off the property that we visited, or if there's somebody that was here. Put who was here. Oh, there was another one too. I forgot to tell you the other one. But you'll guess it. He don't even know. He has
I have no clue. I've been busting firewood and splitting firewood and cutting firewood all week long in the rain and everything. So I have no clue what this woman has done.
I've spent an awful lot of time because we're going to have a birthday party. And y'all going to love Danny's pictures. And you're going to love his gifts here in a little bit. And but we're going to do the anniversary first. All right. So I've got to, this is going to be difficult because we've got the computer way away from us.
Yeah.
And I've got to be able to get to it. So when I put up a picture, remember, start telling me what you see in the picture. So as they start typing, you want to tell me what you see in the picture?
What do I see?
Yep.
In the picture?
Besides us.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm sitting there. I'll see something that's not in the background that is now.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if anybody guesses that. I know we're a little delayed, guys.
Yeah.
The cabin.
Now, I've seen the cabin.
The rose
back there.
garden's not there.
Right.
Let's see. It's outside, of course. A lot of people see the cabin.
The pond.
Before the pond. Okay, Lou. Okay.
No, it's before Lou. It's Kenneth.
Oh, was there somebody right before her?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I just saw Lou said the pond. Okay, so the cabin is there. The rose garden isn't there. There's no gardening actually there at all. There's no fruit trees. A lot of things are missing in that picture, and mainly the pond. Right now, when that picture was taken, what was there?
A pig pen.
A pig pen.
Yeah, it was all a pig pen.
That was our pig pen. We were sitting on the deck of our house, and I took that picture.
Yep.
So, we saw different things that I wasn't even thinking about. I mean,
the high tunnels wasn't there.
The high tunnels. Well, from that angle, you couldn't have saw the high tunnels anyway. No, because they're off to the side.
No, they're off to the side over here.
You wouldn't have saw them either. Okay, let's see if they know what. All right, this is a crop. I don't know. I want to see how many can actually.
We were in South America for this one.
Where were we at in South America?
Stone County.
Stone County is South America.
It's Southern America, isn't it?
It is as South America as you can get, just about.
Just about as
we
South.
We got one more county below us.
Yeah, one more below us.
In America, we're in the South, so it would be South America.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see sugar cane.
Yeah.
Looks like I can't read who did it. It's going by so fast.
Yeah, it's going by really fast.
For us to read those who did what, it's tiny and it's further away from us tonight, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult. But that's one thing that, guys, when I show you the pictures of Danny, I've got a picture of him and his dad working on a sugarcane mill back when he was young. So sugarcane's not something that you just did recently. No,
I've done sugarcane for probably the better part of 40 years.
And it is not sorghum. This is sugarcane.
This is sugarcane. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been making syrup for over 40 years.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you think about this one? This was one of the funnest ones, I guess, Danny and I did. We laughed more that day than we had in a long time, and it was a place where we shouldn't have even been laughing, really.
No, you just put a place you don't want to be cutting up.
And the funeral director was the one causing us to laugh.
Yeah.
Well, I just gave it away if they don't know. Oh, I am drinking water, and Danny's drinking water. That's about all we drink around here, except for my coffee and Ticino. I guess again, funeral home calendar. We went there to the funeral home to get calendars because it had all the information for planting on it.
For planting on it, yeah, by the moon and all the phases, whether it's in the bowels and the feet, the head, or whatever, all that's on there.
And so many of y'all had asked, so we were having the gathering that year, and we went and asked, could we have some? And the funeral director came out, and he and Danny are good friends. And there was no...
That's the best person to be a friend with as a funeral director, because in your last moments, if you go before he does, he will take care of you.
But anyway, there was no funerals going on. There was nobody there. It was just him and the secretary. And we got to talking to him, and he is a wonderful man to talk to. He's a homesteader.
He is a homesteader.
Grows his food. He teaches his kids. We actually got hay from his daddy that hadn't been sprayed. His kids came with his dad to bring it.
Yep.
So
his kids actually helped bale it.
Yeah, they did. So, kind of a small world around here anyway. What do y'all know about this one? Obviously, some of y'all have never seen this and don't know what it is.
I imagine there's very few of them here that's probably seen this. The older ones, I think probably people like Jan and different ones of them I know that's been around here for a long time probably know what this is.
I don't know. We're going to see if anybody knows who did this and what it is. This was one of the... If you want to tear-jerking...
If you want to know anything about me and Wanda, you go watch this. and you'll know our life story.
This was a tearjerker. It's not wedding pictures.
No,
We're actually standing in
it's banana trees.
the banana trees, yeah.
We're back in South America where the banana trees grow.
It's not wedding pictures. See?
People think it's corn stalks. It's not corn stalks.
It
It's
was
banana trees.
We had been married a year when.
Yeah, we've been married a whole year when this was done. I'm telling you,
anniversary pictures.
We were in the banana orchards of South America. You might as well just be honest with them and tell them.
Video on another channel, wasn't it? Yeah, Jesus, that was it.
Yep.
Anybody know who? Let's see. I'm not sure anybody's going to catch who did this. This was a video called the Grounded series on another channel. Does anybody?
Country Homestead Preacher said you did a video interview, I think. It wasn't. It was a video interview, but it was on another channel. Does anybody know what channel it was on?
Yeah.
Because we didn't put it on ours.
Empty Hammock. Yes, Lou found it. She knew. Well, Lou's been with us since, I don't know.
That's true. Lou's been with us for a long time.
Yeah. So if you have never seen it, I've got it tagged. When you come to Deep South Homestead, there's some videos at the bottom that we tag, and that is one of them.
Yeah,
and
it's Empty Hammock.
Empty Hammock did that. He visited us twice, 3 times? Twice I know of.
2 or 3 times. I mean,
yeah.
One of them at Christmas almost, and then the other right after Christmas, and then the other one was...
And Empty Hammock is a really good friend of ours.
Yep.
Him and his wife and his kids are just simply fabulous. We had a blast
with those people, I'm telling you.
And the first time he came, he did a video, and it's on our channel, and it's a spoof on homesteading. A lot of people got really mad when we put it up and thought we were making fun of a homesteading channel. They thought there was actually a homesteading channel called Paradise Homestead, or what was it?
I think that's what it was called.
No, it was something else. I don't know. Anyway, they thought we were making fun of a homesteading channel. We weren't. Empty Hammock put this whole thing together, and it's his brother-in-law.
That's Molly's brother.
Yes, Molly's brother that plays the other part, and they filmed all that in Virginia.
Yes.
And then he came to Deep South and filmed the Deep South part. And when we were looking at the computer at the beginning of it, what's it called? Myths about homesteading or something?
Homesteading myths.
Homesteading myths. Yeah, I think that's it. When we were doing that part and looking at the computer, we were looking at a blank computer. But when he put it together and put it out and sent it to us, it showed us looking at this other guy's homestead on the computer, which was his brother-in-law that he faked everything. Everything's a fake there. So we weren't making fun of people. We were trying to enlighten people to myths that people had about homesteading, I guess, is the way it was. So that was part of it. Now, who knows what that is? Any clue?
Well, we're on the cabin porch, in your rocker, with a giant Tupperware bowl, and I've got a jacket on, and you've got a jacket on, so it's only one thing it could be is English peas.
Actually, we took this video, or this picture, with the giant blue bowl. It's a Super Bowl. You remember? And we were, we were going to use it the day of the Super Bowl was actually what we were going to do. And when I went to type in Super Bowl, I think it's trademarked. The word Super Bowl is trademarked. And I would have got my channel in trouble by using the word Super Bowl, even though it is a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was my weirdness in thinking. So, you know them two?
I believe I know who these two are.
We had a few people visit in the last year. We hadn't had a lot of visitors, but we've had a few.
Yeah, we cut our visitors back this year to only a limited few. And we definitely, these two here are very good friends of ours. We have video chats with them quite regularly.
Danny had him laughing this
I had him
week.
laughing so hard this week, he was crying.
He was almost to lay on the floor.
Yeah.
It was funny. Let's see who knows who. Chip. I see Chip knows.
Yep, Permapimp. That's it.
Permapasture Farm.
Yep.
Permapasture Farm. That's it.
Have you took Danny to Red Bluff? Ray Ferguson said. No, I probably took her. I ain't took you to Red Bluff, have I?
No.
I've been to Red Bluff so many times. Matter of fact, I worked all around Red Bluff.
I went to it many times. My dad took us a few times as a kid. One of my first dates many years ago was mud riding around, and we went down to Red Bluff and walked way down in there. I don't know if I ever took my kids to Red Bluff. Maybe one time.
There's actually a white bluff up there, too.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's further on up in the hills. The hills get a lot higher than that, Ray. If you go on more toward Monticello, on the, what's that, Morgantown Road that goes around through there, Old River Road or whatever that is, it used to cross back and forth the railroad track, back and forth, all the way to Monticello, but now they've straightened it out, and it's not quite so crooked anymore. And plus, they stopped running the train in there. Now you can ride the train for just fun. You can take your kids for a fun train ride.
Okay, do you know where we were at?
Oh, I know exactly where we're at there. Wanda's trying to murder me with a knife.
No.
When I had my back turned, she was going to stab me.
You handed me your knife to cut some tops off of onions.
Onions. We were at the place where you harvested onions at.
That's where we learned about growing
onions under black plastic.
Yeah, we grow them under ground cover now, and they work perfectly. Do y'all know where we're at? Somebody said New Mexico. It does look like it.
Well, we're in southern Mexico right there. Not New Mexico, but real Mexico.
Harvesting onions. Thank you, Johnny NY. Hey, Deep South, love your Porch Time show. I'm a 35-year-old Chinese guy retired in Guadalupe, Mexico. Massive hugs. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We really appreciate that.
Really appreciate that.
So,
yep, it's at the U-Pick place.
So some of them guessed it? Or did you see?
No, I hadn't even been looking, to be honest with you.
I'm having to get close. You pick it, yeah.
I've seen the U-Pick, yeah.
Okay, so somebody got it.
Yes. Somebody said Dixondale Farms in Texas. No.
Oh, y'all, I'm eating some of my candy corn today.
Somebody said we have a troll. I don't know. I haven't been paying any attention.
As long as they're not messing with anything, but if they do, y'all can.
If they get out of line, you can ban them.
But Johnny, that was I think it said Johnny, Jony.
Yeah.
That was nice. Thank you. All right, y'all know who they are.
Oh, look at this.
Some of our other visitors this year.
Some of our other visitors this year. We had a blast with those. Definitely followers of their channel.
We got interested in them when we started researching high tunnels.
Yeah, the high tunnels
in our area.
Yeah.
And they live about what, an hour and a half, 2 hours? How long do you say?
About an hour and a half.
Yeah, it wasn't too far.
Yeah.
And or a couple hours, anyways. Grow Family Network. That's it. This is King and Bev and three of the kids.
Just three of them.
He's got more than that.
He's got more than that, but that's three that he brought with him.
That's three of them that he brought with him. And we walked around for a couple of hours, and them kids got really tired after a while.
No, it's not Lead Farmer.
No, that's Grow Family Network.
This is Grow Family Network.
They're in Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Yeah. Yeah, they're in Louisiana.
Just the other side of New Orleans, down toward Baton Rouge.
Danny's first wife was from New Orleans.
From New Orleans, yes. And you have to learn how to say New Orleans the right way and Baton Rouge.
I don't say it right. I just Southern me.
Okay. Hi, y'all.
What do y'all know
about
this?
What do you know about this picture?
It was hot.
It was hot that day.
I think you had one of these funeral home fans.
Oh. I don't remember if I had a funeral home fan.
I'm pretty sure you did. It's probably in your hand.
I had my pecan cookies in my pocket. I see that. And I had
a receipt from
a one of the hardware stores or something, because I have my white pencil sticking in my pocket.
Yep.
I've been working on it, whatever it was.
All right, so this was, notice where the rocker is?
Yep.
This is the first day we got the rocker and brought it home.
Yep.
So
I also noticed there wasn't any logs on it.
Yeah, see? Danny's sitting over there doing this. So we have a variety of fans, not necessarily funeral home fans, but we have several fans. I got some here and I got some over at the cabin. I don't even know what's in there.
That was thanks to our trip to China. We do a lot of things behind the scenes we don't tell people about.
Yeah, we make quick trips y'all don't know nothing about.
It goes with my line of work I do at night.
We fly out at night and fly back in the morning.
High security everywhere.
What was going on in this picture?
Oh, yeah, I remember this one well.
You ought to.
Yep. This is what happens when you try to explain something to somebody and they can't get it. Urban White Buffalo Farm. Yes, we have pecan trees. We have 2 of them.
Well, actually 3. You got one growing in blueberry, remember?
Oh, I do. I have one growing in blueberry. There is also another one growing out here, but it's getting too wet where it's at, and it's actually dying. So,
Jenny Stinson, thank you so much. All right, so what's going on in this?
Do y'all ever sell your pecans? No, we do not sell. We don't have enough to sell.
5 or 6 pecans don't round.
Yeah, I don't get it.
They should. They're loaded this year, but we'll see. We won't be selling. We'll be saving. Wanda before her high tunnel. Yep.
Yep.
That was it.
I was trying to explain to her, we're going to put a high tunnel right here. And she goes, what? She said, we're fixing to buy another one? And I said, yep. She says, but you got stuff planted here. I said, we'll build it around it. By the time I get through with it, all this stuff will be ready to come out. And
an are you kidding moment.
It was one of the, yep, that's it. And she goes, oh, my word, are you kidding me? I'm like, nope, we're putting another one up.
Well, when we bought
we can't afford it. I said, yes, we can. We're going to.
He kept saying we need a high tunnel. When Kevin and Sarah at Living Traditions got their big, they got the second one. Wasn't it the second one they got?
Yeah.
The second one. He wanted one when they got the first one. When they got a second one, he goes, I want a high tunnel. And I said, why? It's hot. We can't deal with that. I said, they can't even grow in the summer because it's hot where they're at and they're further north. We argued about that thing for about 2 or 3 weeks. And I said, fine, if you want a high tunnel, get a high tunnel. Then in that picture, he's standing out there and he goes, I want a second high tunnel right here. And I'm like, really? And since then he's going, and I need a third high tunnel right over yonder. So he's got it too.
Yep. It's the way of the future, I'm telling you. Most people they don't understand. Without it, in the future, you're not going to be able to grow.
Yeah. Let's see how many know who this one is.
Look at this one.
This family almost became our neighbors.
Yep, they were almost our neighbors.
If somebody hadn't treated them shabby in a shabby deal,
yep,
they would have been our neighbors.
Yep, they would be our neighbors.
Crappy real estate. Somebody, they were ready to sign the papers, and last minute somebody pulled out and sold it out from under them. So, but they're enjoying where they're at, and they are growing like
they're growing like crazy where they are. Yeah.
I don't think they would have had enough room to grow here because it's all woods. They'd had to clean.
They'd had to clear up some land. Yeah, but it would have worked.
So. I don't know.
I haven't seen nobody say who this is yet. And y'all should know this one really easy. They've been here several times.
Yeah, but we don't do a whole lot of videos, but I did with the sunflowers. Yeah. Wes and I did one with the sunflowers. I'm not seeing anybody say yet. What happened to the neighbors with the dogs? The dogs finally, the neighbor just got rid of them out of the blue about 6-7 months ago. Yeah, it's been nice and quiet.
It's been very quiet.
Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, they were very kind in doing it. Nope, it's not the Macs.
No, the Macs were here a couple of weeks ago.
They were here a couple of weeks ago, but that's not them.
It's not the Max.
I guess they're mistaking him because Kobe has a beard and everything like that.
Yeah, and they have a bunch of kids. But these are, let's see. I'm not seeing anybody.
Oh, this is amazing. As well known as they are, I'm surprised nobody knows them.
Has anybody seen?
Nope, it's not 4 Kids in a Farm.
Hoss Tools this week. Did
Do
y'all watch Hoss Tools?
Yeah. Do you watch Hoss Tools? Because they were
the
on
Road by Road show. Well, not all of them, just one of them.
One of them was on the Road by Road show this week.
Wes was actually on the Road by Road show.
Yeah.
So did y'all watch Hoss Tools? Probably not.
Nobody must be getting it. I am amazed about that.
I figured some of y'all watched Road by Road this week. All right, that is Naked Hog.
That's Naked Hog.
Yep, there. Diana got
it.
Naked Hog, yes. Wes was on Road by Road this week with Travis.
Yeah.
And Wes has been working with, not Travis, Greg. Yeah, Greg on Row by Row. And Wes has been working with Hoss Tools and Greg for about a year now. And he is the liaison between us YouTubers and Hoss Tools. And we message back and forth with Wes a lot. And
in other words, to keep us from bothering Greg, we bother Wes.
Exactly.
If we have questions or anything like that, we call Wes, and Wes relays the question back to Greg and them up there at Hoss Tools if we have any kind of questions about equipment or anything to that nature. He's our liaison, our go-between.
Yeah. And last year, between 4 Kids in a Farm, Naked Hog, Hoss Tools, us, and I'm missing somebody. Adler Farms.
Yeah.
We all had a contest going on sunflowers, and technically mine was as tall as anybody else's, and mine was the little bitty ones that was only supposed to get 5 to 6 feet tall, and mine got 12 feet 1 inch. So I never did see them do a video. I think they just kind of decided they wasn't going to tell who won.
The New South Outdoor says, have y'all ever planted jambalaya okra from Hoss Tools? Yes, we have. It doesn't get real tall. It makes a lot of okra on it. We prefer the Star of David okra because we do more of the fry type okra than we do anything else. So the Star of David just ended up being our favorite.
Mm-hmm. And we've already been eating some. It's been awesome.
Oh, it's been awesome.
Okay, if y'all don't get this one right and y'all don't start just popping in answers,
y'all should answer this one within a matter of seconds.
We should be seeing this one fly up really fast. Y'all know who this lady is? You need to know.
She's a one-of-a-kind sweetheart. I'm telling you.
She and I are dressed alike tonight.
Yep.
Oh, Lippy, just because. Just telling you, I told her I was going to dress in a dress. The dress didn't fit.
Didn't fit her, so.
It fit and fit. It fit and dit. It
yeah,
fit and dit.
It fit and dit.
It fit and dit. So, Lippy and I are dressed alike.
Yeah.
See, they saying Lippy.
Miss Lippy. I want somebody to say Miss Loopy.
Loopy works.
Look how fast it's going now. That joke
I
is flying.
knew y'all should know who that one was.
Yeah. Miss Lippy's a true sweetheart.
All right, y'all check out Gemini Homestead.
Yeah, Miss Gemini.
Everybody ought to know who Lippy is. All right, what were we doing here?
This is one of those moments you don't ever hope happens, but when it does, you better know what you're doing.
Lippy says she loves the matching shirt. She told me I ought to wear a t-shirt. And I told her I was going to wear a dress. I was going to dress up for our anniversary. And I couldn't get in a dress, so.
Somebody wants to know, where are we from? We're from Wiggins, Mississippi, about 30 miles north of the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Yeah. All right, so what were we doing here? Freezing. That was it. It was pretty cool out there.
It was wintertime. Well, it wasn't actually wintertime, but it was cold.
B. Nemo says the whale. Yes, we were replacing.
We had to, we had to
pull something, didn't we?
No, we didn't have to pull the well. You wouldn't let me pull it. Remember, we hired a company to come in here. I was changing out the pump on it.
Something froze. Yes.
The pump burned up, and I
Yeah.
had to change the pump motor out.
Yeah, I wouldn't let him pull it. We hired somebody to pull it when it needed pulling, but we did this one ourselves.
Yeah.
Thank you, Janelle. Happy anniversary from Dale and Janelle. We bought your crystal in December. Oh, yeah, I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I hope you're enjoying
I hope
it.
y'all are enjoying it.
It just was collecting dust here. Wanda's not a crystal person, I'm sorry. But I hope Janelle is.
Maybe they're enjoying it.
All right. So, what do y'all think about this one? What can you tell us about this picture?
Wanda and I secretly have a child. We've kept it hid for a long time.
She's a cutie.
Yeah.
Well, she actually looks like me.
She does.
She does.
Yeah. She has a right to. She's from your genes.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But the child was not the purpose of the video.
Oh,
actually,
well.
This is my granddaughter, Natalie. She just happened to be in the picture I chose. It didn't have anything to do with Natalie. It's not one of the twins, though.
No.
This is my daughter Maggie's little girl. Her name is Natalie. She has 2 sisters and a brother. And
Somebody got it. You got her.
The Ranger.
Yeah.
Yes, the Ranger. That's what I was going
Fun
for.
time on the Ranger. Yep.
Yep.
ABCXYZ.
All right. Let me see where else we're at. Oh, I wanted to show this. Not a Real Farm sent me a gift this week.
Yes. Now Wanda and I can't really use that because I can't get on the floor. The traditional people who use these, the Japanese, get down on the floor and eat, and I've messed my knee up, and I can no longer get out on my knees anymore.
We can sit on the table is what I'm planning on doing. We ain't getting on the floor.
Okay, let's say we're in our 60s, so we can't sit on the floor anymore.
Yeah. No, what I told Jan was we have smoked cheese. Yeah. And this is actually a cheese tray. I don't know if they call it tray. I forgot. It's made out of bamboo.
Yeah, it's made out of bamboo.
And it's got all the utensils in little side drawers. And Danny played around with it. It has little trays and everything. It's absolutely amazing. And we're going to be adding some different
we put some different things to it. Some smoked cheese and some sauce dips and stuff like this.
And some fruits and stuff. And we're going to have a really nice time on our anniversary. Thank you, Jan, from Not a Real Farm.
Not a Real Farm, way up in the cold climate of
Canada.
Canada, but it's not cold this year. It's actually hot. It's actually hot this year.
Y'all, if y'all hadn't checked out Not a Farm, she shows you she grew a cantaloupe in Zone 3. It's already starting. She's really thrilled. Okay.
I can ABCXYZ said I can sit on the floor. I just can't get up.
Well, Danny probably could too.
I can sit on the floor, but my feet have to be straight out in front of me. This past, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I busted my knee up.
Okay, a couple more. This one ought to be easy because it kind of gives it away.
Yeah. Miss Wanda's looking at me like, what in the world is that in my house?
Not only did they stay in my house for a while, they stayed in my Canon storage room for a while, and I just got him to move them out a couple of 3 weeks ago.
White Picket Fence says, I can't sit on the floor, but I can follow her. There's Miss Jan. She pops in here.
Yeah,
she says 45 degrees Celsius. We don't know how to read Celsius, Jan, so it's I'm not quite sure what temperature that is in Fahrenheit. Yeah, that was when we started our worm farm. And so now, what do you have besides one worm farm? I have 2 worm farms. I have the red wiggler one that actually makes our compost. And then I have the giant wigglers who actually makes our fish bait. And we fish with them. Ask my grandkids. Oh, they love to dig for worms in Papa's worm bed.
They like that. They thought that. Cade actually wants to grow his own. He was
Yeah.
asking how.
He wants to grow them for his turtles, I think.
Yeah, Cade wants to feed his turtles, and he wants to grow his own food for them. So he wants a worm farm. So he was showing his daddy the other day. Daddy, come look. Papa's got a worm farm. I want you to get me one. So I see Cade for his birthday.
Well, his daddy took a picture of it, so he knew.
Yeah, Cade for his birthday is probably going to get a worm farm.
She said it's in the high 90s. Now, can y'all imagine? Up in Canada, it's in the 90s up there, and we're in the 70s, and we're going to be in around 70. And our high this coming week is like 81 or 82.
And she has no, I mean, it's not rained in weeks. And
Right.
It's all dried up. The fields, the grass is dying, and all this stuff where water is there's no water. And y'all, we have more water than we know what to do with.
It has rained here every day. Today we got
3 times today.
It's rained 3 times. We got over an inch today alone. Yeah. That's every day.
It missed one day, so it made up today.
Yeah.
One day this week we didn't get rain. And this has been going on for 6 weeks.
Yes, or longer.
What happened to the green neon worms? I used them all.
She used them all up for fish bait, and they actually worked pretty good.
I told Danny the other day we need to grow some neon worms, and he told me no. So I'm like, okay, whatever.
Not a Real Farm says, see the videos, 39 days, no rain.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, one more, and then we're going to have a birthday party.
What's different about this picture?
From the first picture.
From the first picture. Yeah, I see what you're saying on this one.
This is the last picture. It's different from the first picture.
Yeah. I remember I just got out of the shower, come walking out and sit down, and Wanda is always snapping pictures. I mean, so she reached up and snapped a picture.
The pond, the Cajun Homestead, the pond.
Yep, the pond.
Aqua drop the pond. That is it. So we went full circle from no pond to a pond.
To a pond.
So,
my arm's starting to hurt now.
Did y'all enjoy our anniversary trip?
This was a trip down memory lane.
Yeah. All right. So, Monday. I was going to say tomorrow. Monday, I'm putting up a video because Monday is our anniversary, and it's going to have the day Danny and I met. It's going to have pictures of our of us off and on throughout the years and stuff like that. It will be our anniversary, and I threw in a clip. Danny and I had a intro that we tried to do a couple of years ago.
We did. I remember that. Because Wanda wouldn't let us use it. I wanted to use it, but she said no, I'm not using it. We
did it, the intro and the outro, and for some reason it just didn't fit. It just seemed. I mean, we had to. It was going to be on all of our cabin. It was going to be on all of our cabin videos, but it would have worked, I think. Yeah, and it just looked staged. We're not used to being staged. We're used to just, hey, we're Danny and Wanda. And when we walked out and did it, it just looked staged. So I threw that in there for y'all to have a laugh and all for whatever. Okay, so Miss Lippy sent you a gift.
Sent me a gift?
Yeah, and then she sent you a letter. So on Lippy, he's going to start opening.
Well, the way it's taped here.
Well, blame Lippy. I didn't do it.
We'll see if I can get it open.
Oh, I'm glad, ABC. She said she told her sister about our salsa, and her sister tried it and loved it.
I'll say one thing. She did a good job getting it taped up.
If y'all want to hold on now, I'm going to have pictures of Danny. Y'all going to love this in a few minutes. He's getting there, Lippy.
I'm getting there. It was just taped really, really well.
That's because she knew if it got in.
It's taped here, too, and I have no way to cut it. I don't have a knife.
Thank you, Gerard. Thanks for the anniversary.
I don't have a knife on me, so.
Where's your knife?
Well, I just got out of the shower and come in here and sit down. And
Lippy, he's having trouble.
I'm getting there, though. I just hate to tear a box up, you know?
That's all right. Keep going.
I'm going to get there eventually. Oh, nice.
She said every guy needs two in their
Where am I
pocket.
at? Here we go.
It is an old timer.
It's an old timer. Yeah, and this one here is identical to my case. Because you've got the
You have to hold it where I can see.
you've got the nice cutting blade there, and then you have the castrating blade.
See.
Yeah, they can.
You gotta go up there.
This one here is typically made for castrating. All farm boys need one of those. And then this one is made for just whittling or cutting or.
And what is it
scraping.
called?
It's an old timer. Certificate to Danny King Mastered Old Timers Club.
I'm gonna show them why you read.
Oh.
Well, yeah, you gotta read the.
Can I read that?
This is what she sent him, an Old Timers Club certificate, but the back says.
Okay, let me see if I can read it. Happy birthday, Mr. Danny, to the best. Old timer, I'm blessed to know. Enclosed is a stamped envelope. Please enclose a nickel back to me. Gotta keep up with old timer traditions. Laugh out loud.
There's your nickel. And there, she sent this to mail back.
What does that got to do with anything? I don't.
Lippy, explain.
Somebody have to explain that to me.
It's an old timer tradition.
Oh, is it?
An old timer tradition. That's why she did it. She wanted you to mail it back to her, so I got to mail that back to her.
Okay.
So he's got his.
The nickel's in it.
His ready to mail.
It's ready to mail.
All right, y'all. Danny loved his Cujo Yardwear shoes so well that
I'm going to tell you guys, that is the best pair of shoes. Now, I've got all kinds of shoes. That is the best pair of shoes I've ever owned.
He won't wear anymore.
I won't wear nothing else. I'm not going to lie to you. I got LL Beans. I mean, I got all the expensive shoes.
The cheap Walmart.
The cheap Walmart ones, all that stuff. No, Cujo's is the way to go.
These are his new Cujos.
These are my wintertime ones.
For the winter.
For the winter.
Isn't that awesome?
If they're anything like the regular yard shoes I'm wearing, oh my gosh, they will be amazing.
That is awesome. He likes them because of the support, because the regular Cujos are just shoes down low. These, in the wintertime, you want the support on your ankle plus the warmth.
The warmth and everything.
So.
And mine's been pretty much waterproof. I mean.
And the people at Cujo's are going to let us do a sale. It's going to be the 30th and 31st of July. And we're going to do a video telling about that on the 30th if nothing happens. And if you order, you'll get 15% off on those 2 days only. It's going to be a flash sale. So if you're interested in these shoes, they're made for people working outside in the yard where it's unstable territory and stuff like this. So we want to thank Cujo Shoes because Danny has finally found some shoes that he really likes.
These will be my shoes for the rest of my life if I can afford to keep them.
So if you're interested in them, just remember the 30th and the 31st of July, we're going to do a flash sale, so you guys will...
That's for Deep South only.
Yeah, it'll just be Deep South. As far as I know, it's just personally for us, a flash sale where you can save 15% off. Okay, one other gift. All right, let me see something. I don't know where I did with it. All right, hold it that way.
Okay. Looks like it's bent on the edges.
It did get bent in shipping. I can't help that.
Okay.
All right. Y'all going to get to see his reaction. This is from me. Flip it over and then show them after you read it.
This is after this past week. And believe it or not, I set traps tonight.
Show what it says.
This is unusual.
And it came in today, y'all. Back it up. Back it up. There you go. I had to warn the little creatures. Right there. It did have the word "of" in the middle of it. Beware of the squirrels. We're not beware of the squirrels. I'm saying beware squirrels.
Beware squirrels.
Because Danny's
not responsible for injury or death. You have been warned.
We're going to put this on a tree. Do y'all think these squirrels can read it? And they'll know to stay out of Danny's stuff?
This is crazy.
And to go with it?
Oh no. Now you're kind of like taunting me, you know. Looks like a.
It looks like a gopher.
Looks like a gopher or a groundhog.
But it's a squirrel.
It's a squirrel.
I got him a squirrel.
This is, I guess, this is to make me feel bad for all of them that I'm actually taking out for eating my stuff.
This is so that you don't have to stuff one. You can just let them go.
I've got one mounted in the shop already.
We do have one mounted. But no, just to remind him, I'm going to sit this up by his chair, and every time he takes off running, he's going to notice the cute little squirrel.
Yeah.
No, I had to do that. That was just for fun, because he has been after squirrels.
Oh, my word.
Got a snake this morning early.
No, a turtle.
A turtle. That's what
I got a big turtle in the pond this morning.
Caddyshack. Yeah, it did look like.
It looked like Caddyshack. That's what I was thinking about. That's what I was thinking, like a groundhog.
Oh my goodness, that was funny. Your reaction was.
I'm sorry. I took a pile of them out. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with Danny's pictures now. He has no clue what I've got up
I
here,
don't have
guys.
any clue what she's done.
Twisted Pony said that was awful, but I love it. Y'all, this was Danny when he was 1 year old, sitting on probably your daddy's car.
That's my dad's car, yes. And my grandfather owned the shop in front of it there. That was downtown Wiggins. You see the train depot in the background, and that old building there was the original shoe shop here in town. Had I believe there was a big fig tree by the side of it, if I'm not mistaken.
The big trees right there?
Yeah. That was the old shoe shop, the cobbler shop, where my grandfather used to work on people's shoes.
So he was 1 year old.
Yep. I think that was I don't know if that was a Chevy or a Ford. I don't know if it's a 50-something Chevy or I can't remember.
It's a 50-something. Okay, this one.
This is our first home that we lived in. When I tell you, you could see through the floor, I'm not lying. This was the coldest house on the face of the earth, I believe. That was my dad when he was really a young man, and that's me sitting beside him. The front porch poles were actually just peeled trees, and that's back when the siding on the house was the old
asbestos.
No, it wasn't asbestos. It was like roll roofing, but it was made to look like bricks.
Yeah. Hey, Rain Country, how are you? Now, this one, I had not seen this picture before. I cracked up.
This was the first house that my daddy had built. This was a Jim Walters home that we had built. Dad's had said that the monthly note on that house was $35 a month. And he told us, he says, we're going to build it. He says, I don't know how we're going to pay for it, but we're going to build it. He said, because that's a lot of money to have to pay a month for a house note. And that's me, my sister, and my two brothers.
I had not seen this picture till tonight. I don't know how or if I had, I'd forgotten about it. I just thought that haircut, you got a lot of hair on your head, I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, when I was a certain age, I realized I just let my hair grow down to my shoulders.
I had forgotten about that.
This was me. I had just got out of a bad accident that I was supposed to have died in, and they actually got me up and was able to get my graduation picture with a cap and a gown on. A guy had come to the house and picked me up and took me to where we get the pictures took, and I got a picture taken with my cap and gown,
and you felt like crap, huh?
I felt like crap. I'm not lying.
But he did get his picture made. You didn't get to walk.
No, I did not get to walk. I couldn't walk. I was all busted up and broke up. I couldn't walk. I was in a wheelchair.
Yeah. So that was graduation, but he did not graduate. Is that?
I did graduate.
I mean, you didn't walk.
I did.
But you got your picture made. All right. This is Danny and his dad running a cane mill.
Yeah, this is a PTO run power mill that as fast as you shove that sugar cane into it, it's squeezing it, and the juice is actually running into down into a large pan down there to where we've got a big furnace cooking. We had probably cooking around 100 gallons of syrup that day on my cane evaporator pan that I had there. That's my property that I had just moved on to, as a matter of fact. Oh gosh, I don't. This is I'm trying to figure out where I was at when this picture was taken. I can't remember if I was up north or I've killed so many deer in my life, so I don't know if I remember where this was. I can't remember if it was raining, snowing, sleeting, what it was doing. But I killed that.
It was a good sized deer.
It was an 8-point, I think I killed. I just don't remember. I've killed so many deer, I don't remember where that was at. I've been so many different places.
And he actually loves hunting.
I loved hunting. I was used to it. I was either hunting or I was fishing.
He doesn't have that meal anymore. That's
no, I don't have that meal anymore.
We have a different meal now.
Yeah, that was a PTO run powered meal.
And this was this year.
Yeah, that was actually this year out of our front pond. The fish had slopped its tail and slung water right in my face.
And then I think these others were this year.
Yeah, this is the new sign that we put on the front of our property coming in. Our place was originally called Bluebird Farm. Our driveway is a private drive. It's a dead end. There's no reason anybody has any business in here other than me and my other 2 neighbors that live back there.
And I have a video coming up on the fence redo where he's redone the whole front of our fencing. It's just going to take me a while to put it together because he did this in over a period of 3 months.
Yeah, because I can't do much at a time since I busted my knee up. I have to just take it real easy, and I'm not able to get out and do a whole lot, you know.
So eventually I'll have this video put together, but it's in so many little pieces over 2 or 3 months.
Oh, Linda says that was a 10-point deer. I didn't count the points on it. If it's a 10-point, I do know where I was at. I was in Winston County, Mississippi, out at a place called Nanawaya, outside of Louisville, and up in central Mississippi. I was hunting on a dairy farm up there, and I was up in a tree stand and had a kidney stone attack while I was in that tree stand. And I couldn't even get down out of the tree stand. I was hurting so bad. And I heard something making a loud grunting noise, and I thought there was a pasture beside me that had horses in it, and I thought it was those horses. And I was sitting there doubled up in pain, just hoping that it would quit where I could climb back down the tree with my climbing tree stand. And it was freezing. It was on Thanksgiving Day. It was freezing cold, and it was sleeting on me. And I looked across about 300 yards, going up a big hill, was 2 big bucks. One larger than the one I shot was chasing the other one. And because of my past, I was a long-distance shooter for many, many years. I was able to get my 270 rifle up and make that shot at about, I can't remember, it was around 250, 300 yards. I made that shot with those deer running wide open, and I killed the one in the front. And when I shot him, he started he come to a complete halt, flipped over, and started rolling back down a giant hill that they had run up. And the one that was behind him, that scared him so bad, he just wheeled and ran off in another direction. And I was able, at that point, my adrenaline was pumping so much till I could climb down out of the tree stand. And
I forgot he hurt.
I was trying to walk, and I was like, why am I hurting? And I said, oh, I'm having a kidney stone attack. And I managed to get down to the deer, but I could not pull the deer up the hill because I was in so much pain, and the deer was so big, he was over 200 pounds. And I had to go back to the house. I went to a neighbor's house. We got a big tractor with a bush hog on the back of it, and we had to take the tractor and bush hog a lane down through the woods to get to the deer, put him on the bush hog, get him back up to the barn. And by that time, my pain had subsided to the point to where I could stand it. And I went ahead and skinned him out and left him hanging, because that night it got down to, I think it was around 8 or 9 degrees. And I just left him hanging in the barn. And he froze solid overnight.
Y'all, he has lots of these hunting
stories. Oh, I remember in detail.
When it clicked?
When it clicked, when she said 10 point, I didn't count the points on it. It all came back to me because I knew exactly where it was
at. He has lots of hunting stories. Y'all, we have Cuz Strickland coming Tuesday.
Yes, we have Tuesday. Cuz Strickland from Mossy Oak, Hunting the Country. A long icon legend of mine from way back in the day is actually going to come visit us this coming Tuesday if nothing goes wrong.
And he's excited.
And Cuz is more excited than I am, he says. I told him, I said, I don't know if I believe that or not. And he goes, yeah, he said, I feel like I'm meeting Elvis or somebody, you know?
And he's going to get to meet Elvis, y'all.
And we have a real Elvis here.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Elvis in a minute. But Cuz is a representative of Mossy Oaks.
Yeah.
And he's done many hunting videos throughout the years.
Yeah.
He has a podcast that he and Danny are going to be on called something dirt.
Fistful of Dirt.
Fistful of Dirt. I can't never remember that part of it. A Fistful of Dirt. I had never heard of him. And on a live stream that I did on Crazy Days the other day, I told him, I said, I was reading the email and I looked at Danny. He was sitting across the room and I said, Danny, I said, somebody wants to come interview you. I said, they live in Mississippi in Mossy Oak. It's near West Point. And he said, what? And I said, somebody named Cuz. And he says, Cuz? And you ought to have seen his face. His whole face changed. He says, Cuz Strickland. And I said, yeah. He said, from Mossy Oak. And I said, yeah, that's what I said. He lives in Mossy Oak. He said, no, he lives in West Point. I was dying out laughing. I still had no clue.
She didn't know who he was, but I knew exactly who he was because I was in the process back in 2005 or 2006. I was in the process of starting a hunting channel like Hunting the Country or with Jim Shockey or Lee and Tiffany, Real Tree. I was a member of the Real Tree outdoor team with Jackie Bushman, different ones, all these different people. It's been so many years ago, I don't know if I remember all of them. But I was fixing to start a TV program traveling across the United States, a hunting program. And that's how I come across Cuz Strickland.
Never met him.
I never met him.
But you watched his shows.
I invented a hunting product that I was getting patented. And I got to actually meet Will Primos. I think it was his attorney. I went out of town. I met John Lauk, the inventor of the Old Man Tree Stand. I went to his place and met with him. We sat down and we talked. I looked at his fabrication place and all this type of stuff. And I made lots of trips to lots of different places, meeting different people in the hunting programs and stuff. And that's how I knew who Cuz. That's why I knew who Cuz was.
Y'all, we listened to a podcast the other night, and I laughed so much because he's so country. I know we're country.
Yeah.
But now he's country. His little sayings, and the guy he was listening to was called Cotton Top 3, I think.
Yeah, they were talking about chainsaws. Yeah.
their little sayings. I was just rolling. I can't help it. It was
Yeah,
funny.
but it was,
So
because Ronnie, his name is Ronnie Strickland, and him and Toxie Hayes, I know about both of them really, really well.
it's gonna be fun. I mean, it's really gonna be fun. Okay, Elvis. Oh, excuse me, Elvis. I gotta tell him about Elvis.
Are you gonna tell? No, you gonna tell who Elvis is?
I gotta tell him about Elvis because
Okay.
we're gonna have a video
Elvis was
coming
lost
up.
here for a while.
We've lost Elvis.
We lost Elvis
twice.
Twice we've lost Elvis. Yeah.
Y'all remember in a live stream last year, I think it was last year, somebody sent us an alligator head. And in the live stream, Danny had it under his arm like he was wrestling with it when we came on. And so I kept Elvis, and when we built the pier, I took Elvis and laid him in front of the pier. It looked like he was crawling out from under the pier. And hardly anybody paid him any attention there. They just kind of, because they didn't think it was real. They just saw it. We had that big storm that came up and it flooded the pier. Of course, Elvis floated off. So Danny found him down by the back pasture and brought him back up and put him back. Well, after that, we had another storm that came through, and it got up, but it didn't go over the pier, but it got up around the pier, and it washed him off again, and we found him in the pond floating. And he has floated the pond for, what, 2 months?
At least.
Right at 2 months. And a week and a half ago, we couldn't find him. He was gone. He wasn't in the pond anywhere. And so when my grandkids were here, they laid on the pier and looked under the pier and everything, thinking maybe he's caught up under the pier. They finally went down and found him in the back pasture. We launched him again. We had rain the other day. He was gone again. We couldn't find him anywhere.
Yep.
He was under the pier, and today it rained so hard it washed him back out, and he was back out in the pond. And now, while ago when we went out there, he got washed back under the pier. So Elvis is our alligator head that we're going to be trying to find all the time.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, so y'all, thank you for joining us with our anniversary.
It was interesting.
And birthday.
Definitely interesting. So this has been going through. Do you eat the squirrels you take out? I do if it's during the winter time and we've already had a good frost on the ground. But right now we haven't had any frost or anything like that, and they're full of wolves. And they look horrible. I mean, they got wolves all in them and stuff of that nature. They just look nasty. And I will not eat one of them this time of the year. I just feed them to the wild animals. The hawks get them, and the cats and stuff like that come out and get them. And I don't fool with them. Not in the summertime, but now in the wintertime, oh yeah, Daniel eats the fool out of them in the wintertime. As a matter of fact, I have a squirrel recipe to where you can take fried squirrel and it just falls off the bone. It is so good.
Darlene says Elvis has left the pond. Y'all don't know how much fun I've had trying to find Elvis here lately. When we start prayer requests, we want to remember Never Enough Time's husband. We asked for prayer for him back last month.
Yeah.
And then this week, he got a kidney transplant. He got home. I think he's home today. I don't know if he came home today, but anyway, he got his kidney transplant a couple of days ago. And he is doing well, so he feels very much different than he did before. So we do want to remember Never Enough Time and Billy.
Jason, no, you don't have to do any mulching if you use the Miracle Grow potting soil around your stuff.
I am eating candy corn. Y'all know, some of you know, if you've ever watched my channel, I collect candy corn. And this is the brunch favorites. It is French toast and maple syrup. One of them is waffles and strawberry, and one of them is chocolate chip and pancakes. Y'all didn't know that they even made candy corn that tasted like that, did you? It smells good. It smells mapley.
I can say it does smell like maple. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Instead of where's one Waldo, we have where's Elvis. Yep.
Yep, that's true.
Jan asked for prayers for her husband. Um, Coghill.
Oh yeah, Coghill. Jason from Coghill Farm he got bit by a tick, and he's been having some issues. So we want to keep him in our prayer.
Justin Rhodes.
Justin, he got bit by a tick a long time ago, but he's
also having some issues now.
He's got some issues going on now.
Keep
me and Wanda in your prayers, because Wanda and I both come down sick, or Wanda come down sick about 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. She's still a little bit sick. And
then I messed my back up first.
Yeah, she messed her back up, and then she come down with a sinus infection, moved down into her lungs. Mm-hmm. Then I got the sinus infection, which I've been working out in the rain. I mean, I never stopped. It's
like a summer cold.
It's like a summer cold. Then I fooled around and messed my right knee up, and I can't get down on my knees anymore, and that really screws me up because I've got a bad back, and I'm used to getting on my knees a lot, so I can't do that anymore right now. So we've kind of had a tough couple of weeks, but we didn't stop. We kept our homestead going. I kept cutting and splitting firewood and stuff of that nature. I didn't stop. I worked right on through the rainstorms and everything, and Miss Wanda's been canning like crazy. We got figs I have to pick in the morning. I got to pick them in the evening. I got to climb around in the tree to pick them and have to be very careful that I don't slip or something. Miss Wanda's been canning the fool out of figs. So, and tomatoes.
To start with.
We got tomatoes. Yeah.
I'm done with tomatoes.
We got them. They're hanging in the field out there everywhere, but we just can't.
We're eating them fresh, and they're just getting bug bit real bad. And so we don't have, the tomatoes are about done.
Yeah.
And them figs kicked in. And I've been doing figs. I've done put up, what did I tell you, 23?
23 quarts, I think. And plus today I noticed pears are falling on the ground already. So we're
doing pears.
We're picking up pears, bringing them in, getting them ready to start. We're about to start canning pears pretty soon, I imagine.
Yeah, so, and then we noticed what helps me is my Facebook feed. Y'all would think, how does that help you farm? My Facebook feed throws up what happened a year ago.
Yeah.
Every few days, it'll pop up something, and it showed me that scuppernines were getting ready last year this time. So I looked at Danny yesterday, and I says, hey, look, last year this time, scuppernines were getting ready. And he says, oh, I heard birds out there. So we had to go check. They're not turning yet, but scuppernines are fixing to be ready. So we're going to have a lot to do over the next 2 or 3, 4 weeks.
Well, the thing about it is, the reason we're having to cut and split firewood here, I usually cut my trees, like last year I cut the trees down, and I have them all piled up, and I usually somewhere around July, I go to cutting them up and splitting them because it's usually dry, it's 100 and something degrees, the wood splits real well, and we stack it up and it's dry. Well, guys, this year has been totally different. This year, we got 20 1/4 inches of rain in June, and so far in July, we're already up to 10 inches in July. So the wood is literally sopping wet. When I split it, water just squirts out of it, and I mean, I'm hoping it's even going to dry before wintertime gets here, because it's usually already dry by now, but not this year.
Yeah, some people are testing for C, but ours is just like mine was, I had it started a couple of weeks ago, and it was just slight. I could just tell there was something going on. And then first of this week, I could feel it right here and coming up in my throat. I never did get stuffy in my head. I didn't have it deep in my chest. It was just like in one spot. And for a couple of days, I just felt kind of like I had a bad cold, just felt yucky. Took a slight sore throat one day, but it never really hurt. It just felt slight, and then it went away. And then the last day I was kind of feeling bad, he started taking a little bit, and he's better, I guess better today, kind of, or...
I never have felt bad.
No, he didn't get bad. He just felt like he had something going on with his throat.
Somebody wants to know, will you have any more fat pine lighters on Etsy soon? We can put any amount up there we need, to be honest. We got
Are you
tons of
looking
it.
for it for burning, or do you want? What I'm doing now is I'm putting novelty pieces on Etsy. I forgot that. I only put one piece up right now. We have so much fat pine lighter, and you can't get it anymore. It's one of a kind.
Yeah.
So the piece I put up now is called Bird in Flight. It looks like a weird bird. And I'm going to be putting different pieces up. So if you're a collector and you like things like that, and it is fat pine lighter, so if worst case scenario, you can burn with it.
Love it. It says, what
But
is your
it's
Etsy
collector.
store name? It's deepsouthhomestead.etsy.com. I also want to keep in prayer. I have a good friend, Mike. I'm not going to tell his last name. He owns a big farm with a lot of cattle and stuff like that. Plus, he also owns a commercial business. He came down with the C virus this past week, and now he's in intensive care with kidney failure. So it doesn't look good. So I haven't found out yet exactly where he's at or how he's doing, but
yeah, we haven't been back to town.
We haven't been back to town
since the first of the week.
Yeah, we stayed out of town and everything. While our immune systems was down a little bit, we felt like it'd be best to do that. So I got to find out how Mike's doing. If he's, they said he didn't look good for him, and he's a healthy young man.
Well, he was almost your age.
Well, he was my age, but I mean, he was perfectly healthy. There was nothing wrong with him. I mean, he was. But
and my daughter, and my granddaughter went back to the doctor today, had tests run because they were wondering if they had COVID. They had just come visited 2 weeks ago, so I don't know if I gave it to them or they gave it to me. But we all ended up with something similar.
Yeah.
And they tested, and it was just bronchitis.
Yeah.
Or bronchial sinus, whatever. I'm not sure how you say that. Bronchial sinus infections. So we don't have any idea with Mike if he was vaccinated.
I have no idea whether he was or not. I can't. With his mentality, I probably doubt it. But
let's don't mention the.
We can't mention the
C, all that.
We can't mention the V or the C or anything, or this right here or anything, because they're pulling channels. The Congress is looking at a deal to actually ban and just strike channels down that even
for misinformation.
For misinformation. Now, I've watched the Attorney General talk about that this past couple of days ago, and they're actually going after anyone who puts out information that is negative about this right here. So
in the chats and everything else, you have to be very careful about what you say because it could get us in trouble by comments, I guess you would say.
So we're not going to be talking about it.
Because it doesn't matter one way or another to me, whether you get it, you don't get it, or whatever. That's your business, and that's what you should do. And that's the way we feel about it. I mean, we live our life here, and we don't expect you or anybody else to come in telling us what to do. So we don't want to tell everybody else what they should do.
Yeah.
So,
with that being said, it's about time for us to jump off tonight. We got to pray, and then we got to get off of here.
Yeah.
And try to see if we say, we got a few more things we need to do.
Well, there's so much going on. And
there is a lot going on. We've got a lot going on.
Yeah. We're going to continue with gardening. I've changed out some plants in my my high tunnel. Danny's supposed to be changing some out in his and redoing some. We're almost through with a lot of stuff.
Most of our gardening's over except sweet potatoes.
That the deer got.
That the deer have eaten most of.
Danny's not happy.
I'm not happy about that. Then we've got okra still coming in. And our blackberries have bloomed again. They're actually loaded up. We're picking lots of peppers. Tomatoes, we just quit picking. We just left them alone because we've got so many that we can't even keep up with them. Some of our zucchinis are actually coming in.
Yes, a zucchini. I did a recipe.
Oh, it's the best recipe in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. It was great.
So
You'll just have to watch. Maybe she's got a video coming up. I don't know, but
I didn't film what I did, but I think I talked about it. So we'll see.
we'll see.
I don't remember.
But yeah, most of our gardening is over.
It's all fruit right now.
Everything it is. It's all for figs and pears and all that kind of stuff. But as
Mm-hmm.
far as gardening, our field corn is in the milk stage right now.
So what happened to Weatherman Plus? They're saying no Weatherman. He was.
I talked to him just yesterday. I mean, this is his Sabbath.
Yeah, he does his Sabbath on Friday to Saturday night.
Yeah, he won't put a video up until sometime tomorrow.
Several of them are saying they'll miss him. I don't know. I didn't know that he was going anywhere.
I didn't know anything.
I thought when we heard him yesterday, he was mentioning his wife's channel because she does lives when there's tornadoes or risk of tornadoes and stuff. I didn't hear him say. Well, I didn't watch all the way exactly to the end.
Yeah, well, I hadn't even seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
He said he is done after hurricane season. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Not right now,
Not
but
right
after.
now.
Yeah, I get it. Now I heard him talking about some of that, but I didn't catch that part of it.
Well, people's been so rude and so hateful to him that I don't blame him. There's lots of times I get ready to quit YouTube just because of stupidity. I'm like, can there people in the world be really that stupid?
Yeah.
But they are, and I have to realize that some people just don't know any better.
Yeah,
and plus,
I'm saying he is.
And plus, it's like I talked about on my last porch time. We are living in the age where the Lord has turned people over to a reprobate mind. And because of that, they can't determine right from wrong. Because of the evil in this country and the world, you can't, they don't know that they're doing wrong because they've been turned over to a reprobate mind. And so it would be easy for me if I didn't know that to just get mad and just walk away.
The one thing that you can do is you have the right to turn the comments off.
You do.
And so and I know, like you guys, we love to have your comments and stuff, and then I would never turn our comments off unless it's a video that we just get so much negativity that I had to, and we've never had that, so I'm thankful for that. But if a channel like Mark has, he could turn the comments off. That would mean you can't communicate with him, but he could still put out the information and you could still get it, because he does a great job with weather. He's probably the best I have seen.
He's the best weather guy I have ever seen.
We watched quite a few, and nobody goes in detail on a multitude of subjects and for the whole country. Nobody I know of.
Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna pray and then we're gonna jump off here, guys, because we've held y'all a lot longer than we probably should have. Oh, Father, we're so thankful for your kindness and your generosity to us, and the fact that you've been so well to us, Lord. You've granted us another year of life, and for that we're thankful. And Lord, we're thankful for another year of marriage. Wanda's been a fantastic companion. I couldn't have done any better picking, Lord. You chose her. I didn't pick her. I might as well be the first to admit that. And Father, I'm so thankful that you brought her my way. And Lord, I'm thankful that we have such good people in the chat here tonight. And I want to intercede for them. Father, you've said the prayer of a righteous man availeth much. So I want to intercede for the people here tonight, Lord. And I want to pray for their needs. A lot of them have lost loved ones to the virus, and some of them are even sick themselves. Some of them have loved ones, spouses that have certain diseases, Lord. I want to pray for them tonight that they can help become cured or overcome their diseases. And Father, lots are recovering from surgeries. Some are having surgeries. Father, some are mourning the loss of loved ones. There's an array of different ones that's been mentioned here tonight. And I want to pray for them, Lord. A lot of them are physical. Some of them are spiritual needs. Some of them are emotional needs even. And Father, some are even financial that they don't even want to talk about. But Father, I'm praying that all these needs can be met for the people in the chat here tonight. And I pray for the blessings of obedience to be granted to the people here tonight, Father. We're fixing to go into some uncharted territories ahead. I've got some videos coming up on Patreon about some upcoming events that we can't talk about anywhere else. And I'm praying that as I do that, you'll give me the wisdom I need to be able to do a good job of it, Father. And Lord, I'm thankful that we have a place right now we can do that. And it's a platform that probably is not going to last much longer, but right now we still have some freedom there. And Lord, I thank you for that. And I thank you for the fact that we're able to communicate as well as we do today, even in the wicked world that we live in, where so many things are under scrutiny. And Lord, it's sometimes it's like Solomon says in the scripture, with much wisdom comes a lot of sorrow. And Father, sometimes when you know too much, it just makes things seem sorrowful. And you look at life and you go, man, I just really want to tell people about this, but I can't. And it all seems like vanity. And then Solomon was right. It's just vanity. It's all vanity. It seems like just emptiness everywhere. And Lord, I do pray that in the days ahead, that as we move into the fall and the winter months, they're talking about another lockdown of people and starting the mandates back for certain things. And Father, I'm just praying that you'll be merciful to us and be kind to us through this time, Lord. I pray that everyone in the chat tonight will be prepared for what comes ahead, and if they can't get out and go anywhere, that they'll have all their needs met, Father, and that everything will be sustainable for them here. So be kind to us. Watch over the ones that's going through the droughts and the wildfires. And Father, for those of us who are going through the flooding and everything, I just pray for the loss of lives and all this, Lord, and the firefighters who's having to fight all this stuff. And Lord, we're just in a mess. And we pray for your grace and your mercy, that it will go with us throughout all the things that we're facing here in this country since your hand has been lifted off of our nation now. Lord, we ask for mercy and we ask for grace. We ask this in thy name. Amen. All right.
Okay, thank you guys for joining us on our anniversary and Danny's birthday. We'll actually be celebrating this next week, but not really.
Not really. I don't ever celebrate.
We have no plans for our anniversary.
No. Probably rain.
Well, it's Monday.
Monday, actually, a cool front's supposed to come through Monday, and the temperature is only supposed to get up to like 81. We'd be like, whoa, it's going to actually be cool.
We'll probably spend it at the cabin.
We probably will.
We've got the cuz coming Tuesday, but he's not coming till lunch, so we can go chill at the cabin and enjoy that. And y'all, we don't go off and do a whole lot, so
that's why we built the cabin on the property here, so we can actually enjoy our time.
We spent a couple of nights this week.
Oh, we did. It was great too.
Actually, trying to chase deer off.
Yeah, we're trying to keep the deer out of the sweet potatoes, so we stayed.
Flipping the light on and off.
We actually have solar lights over there, and it's actually, we can flip them with a remote control.
Yeah, and if you do that ever so often during the night, like if you get up, we're hoping it scares them off. I mean, y'all, we've tried just about everything with the scaring off animals. I mean, y'all think Danny kills everything. He really don't.
I really don't.
He really doesn't.
Not unless it really ticks me off. Now, if it ticks me off.
Now, if it comes back out there and just stands and really messes with, they eat a lot. I mean, they've eaten 2 patches of sweet potatoes. We are not happy.
I am not happy about that because sweet potatoes is one of my staples that I have to survive.
And so, I don't know. We're hoping they still making that they'll, we'll have sweet potatoes, but y'all, they really mowed down too. And they mowed them. I sent Lippy a picture, and I think I put it on Patreon. It looks like they measured and mowed every one of them the same height all the way across the field, the same height. Like they just took a tape measure and measured up so far and just clipped them off all the way. I mean, it's amazing. It looks like somebody took a lawnmower or something. Just whacked them up.
Yeah. Raw Food Writer says, do y'all juice? It's very healthy. Yes, we do juice. As a matter of fact, Wanda does a lot of juicing and puts the juice in a freeze dryer and turns it into a powder so that she can make her smoothies and stuff like that from a powder.
I have a freeze drying video coming up next week. I do. Finally. Yeah. It's a combo of 2 or 3 things and all, but I do have a freeze drying video. Hopefully Danny will have porch time.
I hope
we will have another tractor video.
Oh yeah, we got another. We got a couple, 3 more of them to go.
I know we've got 2 or 3 more tractor videos. Yeah. And on Crazy Days, if you guys hadn't been following Crazy Days, that's my channel. We did the fig thing on Deep South where I can figs, but on Crazy Days is the tips on how to clean the fig juice off, because several people were asking, and I put it in the cards and I put it in the description and stuff, or in a pinned comment. Crazy Days has just got all kinds of stuff going on, so you have to check it out too.
Yeah, stuff we don't put on Deep South goes over on Crazy Days. That's DAZES. That's her channel. And that's where a lot of the behind the scenes, I guess we say, behind the scenes stuff, we put it over there, and that's where you'll get a lot of your real good information from. How are the watermelons? They're actually doing pretty good. They're about this big around.
They're small.
Yeah, they're the baby dolls. They don't get very big. As a matter of fact, I've got a couple of them that's just
about. The deer were this far from them.
Yes, the tracks are all around them. I was like, oh Lord, please don't let them bite into my watermelons. You know.
I'm anxious. They can't have my. We only have what, 2 or 3?
It's like 4 of them.
4,
I think. Yeah.
And if those deer get them, I'm gonna be so mad.
Oh, Danny will have to start shooting deer.
Somebody said plant some crops for the animals. We have planted so many things for these animals. We have planted. We have nut trees. What all do you plant? He plants cover crops.
I plant cover crops every year, and they come in and just mow them down.
We always plant stuff, and we planted so many fruit trees that the animals get some of the fruit. I mean, we can't stop them. I mean, the birds are eating figs.
Yeah.
We get some, they get some. We've got a wild crab? No, a flowering crab.
Flowering crab apple out here loaded, and they can have all of them. We haven't and they're falling on the ground right now.
The squirrels and the birds both love those, so they'll start.
And then I went through my cornfield. I saw where a big old raccoon had been in there and got like 10 ears of corn. So this afternoon I had to set a trap, and hopefully I'll catch him.
They said they sell deer repellent at Home Depot.
I don't ever go in Home Depot, so I mean I could go online.
I've been in Home Depot in years.
Irish Spring is what I have out right now on everything, hoping that it will keep them out.
Yeah, we've tried the Irish Spring.
We need a sign for the deer to read. They said.
Well, I got one for the squirrels. I may have to find one for the deer. I don't know. I think between the birds, the deer, and the bugs are getting to the point where they're not too bad.
They're not that bad. Really, the bugs haven't been that bad this year. Stink bugs was probably our worst thing. That's probably about it.
Yeah, so peppermint oil will keep
deer away.
I got peppermint oil. Maybe we can try it.
I'm kind of like ABCXYZ said. At least I know the deer's eating good before I take one of them. They've eaten pretty good food, you know.
They will have sweet potato flavored food, I guess, meat.
Yeah. And we'll probably take a few of them this year. We did last year. We took some last year. So we'll probably take some more this year.
We need to put up signs so they know what they can eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It don't happen. And we have a raccoon that's got in the corn. Daddy thinks there's a fox that came into the corn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't going to have much corn either.
No, that's not looking like it's going to be very good. So, all right, we got to get off.
Stole two of them and stuck
I brought 2 of them in and put them in the refrigerator. I said, bye, Cracky. I'm going to eat 2 of these Hickory King corns this year before I lose them all. So,
so we're having corn tomorrow.
We're going to have some corn tomorrow. We're going to put it on the grill and cook it.
Along with some zucchini.
You want some zucchini and a nice steak or something, I'm sure.
That's
Anyway,
it.
we got to get off here tonight, guys. We sit here and chit chat all night long, keep y'all up for no reason at all. So, guys, we will see y'all in the next video. And keep watching because we got a lot of videos coming out. Thank you, guys, from Deep South Homestead.